Alright boys, this is our first coaching video. I am Echo Fox, and yeah, let's get into it. The team that we played, pretty good, can't lie about that. My guess would be that they were probably a pro to elite level team, and since we've improved our game, we actually made this quite an interesting matchup. There was a lot to talk about, a lot of good moments and a lot of moments where we could really improve. A couple of key areas, I'll focus on them. Looking over my list here, we have 21 coaching moments. So it's going to be an interesting game. So right off the bat, we got a couple of good dump and chases going. Their team is cycling the puck. They're using their points. Dave saves a big goal chance right there. That could have made or broken the game for us. Right up here, our first coaching moment. So it's a good break. It's 2-on-1. Spike, you go for the pass across the net. Soft rushes in. The defenseman blocks it, and Soft runs into the goalie, draws a penalty. What we could have done, pass it around the net, shoot low, and hope for a rebound coming off the opposite side, or just simply go for the snipe and hope for the best. When a defenseman is in between the two of you, don't try the cross crease. You want an open ice opportunity to pass that puck. And as a result, it just caused a goalie interference penalty. Thankfully, we kill it off. And we do a pretty good job of it, but we want to make sure that we aren't creating those opportunities for the other team. We did a pretty good job with the PK here. The box really seems to be working for us, so we want to keep that up. Make sure that we're keeping them to the outside. Don't let them get an opportunity from the slot to take a shot on net. So this is something that I want us to do a lot more of, guys, when we are on the PK. If their team dumps it in and they don't chase it, or if they lose possession of the puck, just skate around with it. We need to take every second we can to get our guy back on the ice. And as you might notice later in the game, these guys did not have a great offensive forecheck on the PK. Right here it is. So you see, I can just take my time with it. I do not need to force the pass, force a turnover. Take your time. So I wanted to focus on this a little bit. Take a look at our positioning specifically. Me and Leafs low on the boards. Soft is right up there on the sideboards, and since Dave went in to get the puck, Spike positions himself in the curl position to take the center job, and there we go. It was a good positional breakout. The defensemen were blocking the slot. Dave goes low to take the puck. Soft is on his wing, and Spike is curling up, waiting for that rush pass. And this is just a great second effort from everybody. Spike setting up Dave, Dave going in, taking a shot, trying, and then Soft with a follow-through, so good job. It's unfortunate that it is very short-lived. I try the dump in, or I try to pass it up to Soft. Not the best move by me to move it up to Soft. That was a terrible play. The other thing is that rather than trying to rush that into the zone, and there they score, rather than trying to rush that into the zone, Soft could have gone for a quick dump. It was a broken play, and it was all started by me, so I take the full fault on that one. So right up, we're coming up to the next coaching moment. And this is a 2-on-2 failed attempt. As we watch here, Soft is going to get the puck, and they've got Spike on the rush. A bunch of things you could do with this play. The best option is either to pass behind the net or take a shot for the rebound. Passing it across to Spike like that, technically between two defensemen, is not usually going to work. And even if he had got the puck, the defenseman was so close to him that he probably wouldn't be able to get a shot off. So Soft, next time if you're in that position, take the shot, or just bank it around the boards, and maybe Dave picks it up on the opposite wing. Just anything besides that kind of play, because that was just an automatic turnover. See, we never really got good possession of the puck after that. On the alternative, that play's already gone by. But me and Dave had a good position rotation there. Dave swung back to the point as I rushed in, and it just worked really well. It flowed really well in the offensive zone. So good job, Dave. Coming up on the end of the first period here. As you guys will notice, we seem to play really well positionally, but it's going to flash by pretty quickly. But we actually didn't do as well as I originally thought. We played well positionally in our defensive zone, but we only had 3 shots on net. Somehow got a goal. And not a lot of puck possession time. But that's okay. This one here, Soft, I don't know if you meant to do it, but you dumped it across the front of the net. That never works. If you're going to dump the puck, always do it along the boards if you can. And like I said, I don't know if you meant to do that on purpose. There was a defenseman in front of you who might have blocked it, but always go for the dump along the boards. And here, 3-on-3. 3-on-3, we don't want to be shooting like that. Once you cross the line, you had two wingers on your side. You could have dumped it before we even got to the blue line, because that was almost offside. And a shot from that high in the slot, usually you're not going to be able to snipe. So take your time with it, get a little bit further into the zone, because the defensemen were backing up. So take your time. Oh, here we go. Another one. Stretch pass. I wish I could rewind. But Leafs, if you go back for a second and watch that, you'll notice that on the left-hand side was Spike covered by two defensemen. And here what's going to happen again, you've got Dave curling up the middle, and you got Soft wide open on the right-hand wing. If you would pass that to Dave, he passes it up to Soft, and all of a sudden we've got a 3-on-2 great rush in the offensive zone. But that's okay. So we're coming up on another play here that it's one that happened a couple times in this game, and it was just simply bad passing choices. You'll see Dave gets the puck, and rather than dumping it in, he passes it up to Spike, and Spike has basically three guys right in his face. You'll see when this plays out that nothing ever comes of this play. They get possession, and all of a sudden we're done. They come back and they get a decent chance in our zone, if I remember correctly. Nice check by Leafs. We want to be dumping the puck more, guys. This is one thing that I think we struggled with a little bit in this game. Using the dump and chase, it worked for us, and we just need to remember that it always seems to work for us, so keep it up. We do a really good job right here of keeping possession of the puck. They've got the penalty right now. They're about to. Just a good job cycling that puck and making sure that we're getting as much of that penalty as we possibly can. And good cycle in the zone, guys, I just got to say. We do a good job. Unfortunately, my stick breaks here, and we never really get a good shot on net, but we did a good job of keeping it in their zone and spending as much time with the penalty or the power play as we could in their zone. So good job there. And little self-praise in this moment, but watch as I keep this guy to the outside, and watch Leafs. Leafs completely shadows that winger and blocks the cross crease right here. And it's a beautiful play, because that could have easily been a horrible shorthanded goal. And just wanted to say good job, Leafs, and good defensive positioning. Even the wingers rushing back. Good back check. So here's another bad pass. There were two defensemen between you. It ended up getting to, was Dave or Soft, but that's not a great opportunity. Try to wait for the open ice, pass it around the net, do something else. Another broken play. This one doesn't make it to Soft. When there's guys between you and our guys, take your time with it. There was no need to pass the puck just there. I think we were getting too antsy trying to get that go-ahead goal, and I understand that. The pressure's on. You want to get ahead. You want to get that highlight goal, but let's make the smart pass. Let's keep the puck possession up, and we'll do what we can. So that's the end of the second period. Stats are a little bit better on this one, so good job on that, guys. Starting the third. The third was crazy, and it led to an even worse overtime. This was the only really horrible moment in our game, and I just wanted you to take a look there. If you notice, all 5 of their players were in our defensive zone before any of our forwards got back. That's a dangerous play, especially if they know how to cycle the puck or, cross crease or anything. We had nobody back but the defenseman, and it really leaves the defenseman just, completely aghast. You don't know what to do. Who do you block? What kind of passing lane do you try to defend? But that was really the only time that happened. I just wanted to point it out so that it didn't happen again. That's that. So many good opportunities in this third period. A heartbreaker to absolutely lose. I hate watching the ending of it. But, can't always win them. Decent breakout here. I'm a little bit further up than I should be. Dave's deking into the zone. Yeah, that was alright. The play was open, and you didn't really have a pass to Spike, so I'd rather you deke it in than try to pass it over to Spike. Their team seemed to get better as the game went on, too. It became a lot more difficult to move the puck in their zone, and that made it very difficult. We just drew a penalty. Yeah. That's just a little thing, and that happened so fast you couldn't have known what was going to happen, but as soon as you get behind somebody, do not poke check them or stick lift them, because you're just going to draw a penalty like that. It doesn't matter, what you're doing. If you're going for the stick lift, if you're behind them, your player's likely just going to high stick them. It kind of sucks. So here again, just hang on to the puck. If they're not going to put that much pressure on you, no need to give it up. Take your time with it. They're trying to dump and chase. You cannot dump and chase on us. No way. That doesn't work. So Soft trying to play defensive role here. Good job. Keep possession of that puck. This is a decent breakout. No. This is the bad one. So Soft tries to deke out in front of the net. Never deke in front of the net, because it turnover, and if I remember correctly, a great chance on net for them. No, okay, Leafs was back in time. Do not deke in front of the net. I don't care if we're on the PK, if we're on the power play. If you got the puck, pass it around the boards. Carry it around the boards or something. This play right here, Soft was wide open, ready for the dump. We need to dump and chase. Deking it into the zone, not going to work. It just forced us offside, and they had plenty of time to regroup and figure out what they were going to do. Almost a cross-crease goal right there again. See, little mistakes in the offensive zone almost cost us this game. Well, I mean, they cost us the early lead with my offensive zone mistake. Need to try to tighten those up. Keep working the dump and chase, and just keep to our game, because it's worked for us before. Here's another one. Spike, Soft are wide open in the middle of the ice. They're ready for the dump. Tried to deke out the defenseman to get into the zone. It looks like your deke didn't work there, like you went the wrong way. I understand that. But still, just a dump and chase, a simple pass across the net. Anything would have worked better. That was horrible what just happened there. It so sucked. Soft got the cross crease, wide open net, and his player decided to do a backhand. Like, talk about unlucky. We just didn't have the good bounces in this game like they did in the late seconds to win the game. So we're coming up on another moment here. So this is a great example of people getting antsy and just wanting to finish the game. I am not playing left defenseman right now. I just totally encroach on Leafs territory and give up 2 rushing guys on the far side. Almost resulted in a cross crease. I got lucky. Don't do that again, me. Decent little shot on net. That's too bad. Spike trying to go for the snipe. This right here, Leafs, not a great choice for the shot. You get lucky because you'll notice Dave is already streaking back, trying to cover you. But in that situation, just passing it around the boards, and all you got to do is hold down the R2 button as you're running up to that puck, and your player will automatically pass the puck once they get to it. Either that or just poke it. A lot of times in places like that where it's like, I don't know if I can get off the pass, I definitely can't get off the shot, I'll just poke the puck, because Spike was streaking around the one side. This right here is our best breakout of the game. Soft, you set up behind the net, I take your position on the wing, you pass it over to me, I pass it up to Dave after a little move, who then dumps it in, I believe, for Spike. And this is exactly the kind of play that we want to have every single time we're rushing up the ice. That was beautiful. Very well set up. It can work on either side of the ice. Just great job, guys. Good job. Only a few more moments left, guys. We got a failed dump and chase that's coming up. We had a couple of those in the game. Something we just need to keep on our minds when we're rushing up the ice. Deking into the zone does not work. Dumping it in works. Sometimes it just results in a turnover. That just takes time for us to really calculate our rushes and try to be as fast as we can on reading the play. But most of the time it works for us. So here we go. We got Spike rushing up the left and Soft is open on the right. Dump the puck. There was no way you were getting there before anybody else, and everybody else was expecting the dumps. We want to make sure we keep that up. So we're in the dying seconds of the third period, if I remember correctly. A little pass out of the zone. My fault not getting that. We're just going to keep possession and try to ride out this period and hope for the best in OT. Unfortunately, it doesn't work. So, no wait, this is already overtime. So this is our best chance to win an OT, and it's horrid that it didn't work. Here we go. Soft, nice, beautiful turnover. Spike is wide open. Can he pass it? Hey, oh, what? How did you hit the crossbar? And that's how they go. That's how they go. On to win. It sucks. Good game, boys. That was game 1. I'm expecting many more. Keep it up.